Oh, no, I'm back, I'm back. Sorry about that. Thank you. You too. Well, I tell you. Although somehow the live lasted 2 minutes longer than normal. Here, I turned that light off and repositioned it. Maybe it'll charge tomorrow. I'll just have to make sure I get everything out where it can get to the sun. Hello, Daniel. Hello. I'm gonna have to find if they have them there. I would love to use matches. I mean, that's how I did things back when I first started smoking. It doesn't bother me. And it here at home, it wouldn't bother me at all. I have some matches in there, I think, for the candles that I never use because I'll have to go look and see what they have. I'll have to go look. But they got really crazy with their batteries. Maybe I just didn't find the ones that were not super expensive. I mean, because $5 for 8 batteries when they used to be a dollar for 4. Now, if I could find even a 2-pack, but even then, it would still be almost $5, it'd be $4. Hello, Sarah, how's it going? They have the $5 ones, but they have the other pack. You also get Yeah, I'll have to look around, but I was only in there for a short time. My thought was I had to buy some toilet paper is what I had to do. So I went in there hoping that I could find me a pack of batteries and toilet paper. I found the toilet paper and then the batteries. I was like, I don't have enough money for that. Taking a water break? What's that mean? So tired. Well, definitely go get some sleep. You're doing that with everybody in the house? It's been a bad day. I shouldn't say it's been a bad day. It's been a rough evening because the day actually didn't start bad. Um, I went to sleep when we got off the live, and I woke up about 9:30, but I felt really, really tired. And so I thought, I'm gonna go back to bed. It's Saturday, I don't have to do anything until Uber, right? So I go heading out for Uber, and yesterday I had somebody change their tip on me. You may need someone to call on the phone. What do you mean? When would you need the phone call? Anyway, so I got up at 9:30 and I was still tired and I said, "Screw it." I laid back down. I didn't wake up till 12:30. It was not a bad start to the day. But then when I went into Uber, went to make sure all the other tips had come through. And one person had changed their tip from like $3 or $4, maybe even more, because the total trip was supposed to be six something, if I remember right. And they changed their tip to 1 penny. And then tonight, a douche nozzle changed his tip to 0 and gave me a bad rap on my thing, and I'm like, "I just said hello to you and handed your food to you and told you to have a good night and enjoy your meal. And that's how you're gonna treat me? These people are shitty." So ultimately what happened, Sarah, was it cut me all of that and no orders cut me so short that I only had $13 and I needed 51. Well, the problem is these MFers doing that shit, we have your address. And did they not realize they're gonna do that to the wrong MFer? And they're gonna go back? And that bitch that pulled that tip and put it down to 1 penny, I have half a mind to visit her. She was a bitch from the get-go. Messaging me, "Make sure that my drink is in there." I have it. "Make sure that they put my sauce in the bag." Well, first of all, that's not my fucking job. My job is to get your trip, go to the place, pick up your food, which is sealed before I even get my hands on it, and deliver it to your front door. Quit being a bitch. But that's how people act. They think you, never mind, I'm going to shut my mouth. Anyway, I know my address. Okay, I'm glad for you. Yeah, I stupid. Anyway, yeah, I was like, Okay, that just shits on me. And so then I had no choice but to help raise a little bit more on the live. And I thought, you know what? If I can find 38 people to send me $1, I'll be good. Then I can pay the bill. And then the month of May is done. And then I can focus on June, right? Shit. You can't win for losing at all. Cannot win for losing. It's driving me nuts. The younger generation has ruined tipping. They expect and demand tips. They even asked you if you want your change. I know. Well, not only that, but now they're asking for tips in the drive through. And you're going, in the drive through? Now, if you had brought my food to me, I can see tipping you for that. But I brought my fat ass to you. Why do I need to tip you? Because that's how we make a living. Yeah. Well, you scare me too. You're all black. And the other thing is I'm not going to tip somebody who gives me shitty service. I will write you a tip on a napkin. Get a better attitude. There's your tip. Get a better attitude. If you come and take my order after too long, don't expect a tip as high as it should be. If you bring me my food and then you don't come back to the table, you're not getting anything because you didn't do your job. Fuck your feelings. But if I'm doing my job, I expect them to live up to what they say they committed to. You know, if you're going to commit to a tip, do it. Yeah, it is.
Oh,
What?
I'm already having enough issues on the computer slash server side of this night. Um, yeah, I'm not stepping foot on that elevator
Why?
because the guest came in, stopped at the desk and asked for a key because he left his in the room. His wife was up there asleep, but he left his key in the room. And I was like, it's like, let me sign back into the computer and see if it'll let me do anything yet. And told him I said they're doing maintenance updates on the digital key system, which apparently is messing with everything. But after when I got back down here from dealing with him, taking care of him, I get back down here and there's the little white box that says that there's been multiple issues reported with difficulty making not able to make keys and cannot process credit cards, which is the problem I was having with the girl and with the couple with the girl that had the wedding dress on. And I took him to their room. So I just took him. I was like, told him I could take him up there and just let him in. That way he doesn't have to wake his wife up. So we get down there to the elevator, push the button. The door literally opens about this fast, gets to about here, and slams shut. Like I'm walking.
Uh, I went to a party last night, Saturday night. Didn't get laid, got in a fight. Dimebag, sounds like you got issues. Oh, be right back. I'm okay with giving tips as long as they're working for it. And, like I said, if I'm doing my level best and I'm busting my ass to get it there as soon as I have it, never once have I been late because of anything that I've done. It's always been because of, waiting on the food to get done. Dairy Queen was the longest wait today, but that was because it was two orders and that place was packed. Totally packed. Did I put this on live chat? Yes, I did. Anyway, so it was totally packed and I had to wait. So I'm guessing that one might have been late. I don't know. But the one that marked me as bad delivery was the one from Chipotle. His name is Trevor. I remember that. He was nothing but a scrawny little bitch, I can tell you that. And anyway, he gave me a bad rap and then took my tip away. And I'm like, I know where you live, you bitch. He pissed me off. I mean, that was just totally not necessary. I handed it to him. It said meet at the door. So I knocked on the door lightly because I try not to bang on it.
Yeah.
And I knocked on the door lightly and he answered. He jerked that door open and I said, "Hi." And I handed him his drink and or him his drink and the bag of food, and he snatched the bag and I said, "Have a great night, enjoy your meal." He said, "You too."
Huh?
And then that was it.
Ooh, sparkles. What does that say? W's for CB for the
Do what?
sparkly. I said W is for CB for the sparkly sparkles.
Oh, thank you for the sparkles. Thank you, big W's.
This other comment is kind of, it's kind of sort of an ego boost. It's kind of funny. This other one says, these two people got more game than all them little weak ass boys talking hella shit on live.
Oh, is there some weak ass boys talking hella shit? Let me tell you what I saw last night or today on the lives. I was
Oh
sitting at the
God.
shop. Okay, I was making a pot of coffee, and Daniel had just walked by. That poor kid he's wiped out. And I had just finished talking to him, waiting on the coffee, sat down, opened it up, and I clicked on a short, and the short was, pre-posted. Hi Haley, how are you?
Ew.
And and Louis says, "Oh yeah." Anyway, so the next one I flipped it, and it was somebody who was on a live, and I think it was a woman. I think. And I think I've seen her before, and maybe it was a man, but she just would not look at the camera and just kept talking to whoever.
Mm.
Are you trying to get in that chair? Give me it. You got to move it my way. You're a smart dog. Move it my way so I can reach it. There you go. Get up there.
Ooh. One of the Scott accidentally knocked one of the panels, one of the metal, like the tin panels off one of the back gates. Like it's a double gate at the back, and they've already fixed and replaced. They fixed the gate and replaced all the panels on one side, but not the other side. And he knocked one of the panels off today at work on accident, and he just went over on the other side of the train tracks and threw it in one of the on one of the semi trailers that just kind of gets stored out there. I guess John drove by the yard and got a hold of him and told him he said something about it, so we went up there so he could screw it back in place. Uh, on our way home, going down, go eastbound Kellogg, heading towards 135. It happened
Sarah
to
says, Sarah's here.
At least I finally made it.
She said something about she may need somebody to call on the phone. I asked her if when she would need that, but I think I missed the answer.
Between me and you, that would have to be you because I can't do impromptu nothings.
Huh?
I said between me and you, it would probably have to be you that she calls because I'm not very, I can't, I don't think fast enough for impromptu. Like on the spot. You put me on the spot. I have stage fright. I can't do it. I'm just gonna sit there in silence, like a hamster on a wheel. Like, what are we talking about next?
Well, when we're on the live, we can't be on the phone. We don't have a way to be on the phone because we're on our phones. Is that
Yeah.
what you meant now, though?
Mm. If she
So go
if she does me now, then I think I know what's going on.
in a few hours. Oh,
Yeah, that's the one.
then that would be Tori because she would be awake. I don't understand what you mean by impromptu.
Spur of the moment, on the spot, like right then and now, like unexpected. Like I'm expecting it, but I don't expect that when it happens is unexpected. Yeah, I don't know if I
Two
told you.
tops? What's that mean?
Remember what I was telling you about in the screenshots? I updated you on what she said.
I never got the rest of the conversation.
Yeah, I forgot to give you the rest of the conversation, but the goal, like the objective of that conversation is stealth.
Well, I don't know how that could even work out. She was packing with them there.
And she's doing a grab and stash. I'm trying to be vague so it's not all out in the open.
Sorry, Sarah, and I'm kind of not in the know. I'm not really sure. And Tori can't just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was running around, I was doing all kinds of things this afternoon. Let's just say the exit strategy is like the Matrix, because it's probably the better option.
Does she, does she have a car?
Yeah. It's a Ford Fiesta or something like that.
Be creative and use every bit of the trunk space that you can.
I thought about suggesting that, of just like working the stuff out to the trunk, but 15 even if it's like 15 trips back and forth, and then it starts to get noticed. That's noticeable. But it's the better, probably safer option doing it that the way she's planned out. Yeah, that. She's gonna pull some Men in Black style stuff. She's gonna be Agent S at the end of this.
I'm gonna be Agent K.
Oh God. The creator of RBF.
Yes.
Who's this prototype person?
I have no idea.
Something about, they said something earlier about that they made their own, made a new YouTube channel, like their own YouTube channel, and
I have no idea. I don't recognize the name at all.
you should probably clean up your language a little bit, though. So it's like the second or third time I've seen you post something that has stars on it. Whether you're using talk to text or it's filtering it out, you need to quit. I like this song. It's a fairly new song, but I like this one.
We need to get Sherry back in a healthier state so she can get things situated. She's needed.
Yeah, you can. That's what I thought.
Bam!
As I said, the door's in the same place it was when you came in it. You can go at it.
I'm back from church camp. Well, hello, Jeremiah. How are you? How was it? Did you guys have a good time? I'd say it's probably not a good idea for a mother of 5 boys to be tested.
Oh,
Just saying.
especially after the getting ready for work situation that I had to. When I saw where my shampoo bottle was and the fact that that conditioner bottle was nowhere, and I looked all over the floor. I looked under the bathroom sink. I looked everywhere because all 15 of their little body wash and shampoo bottles were on the floor too. Um, because I just knock everything over and leave it. Once I realized that my conditioner bottle was gone, I put my hands over my face and then pushed on my face just so I could scream and it be muffled more. It wasn't even a scream; it was just a like a erg.
New friends? That's awesome. Hello, Suri. How you doing? Not my business, Sarah, but with sure confidence you can do anything you set your mind to. Trust when I say I've had to do a lot of covert things. And an address. Good deal. Hi, John. How's everything going, John?
John Wigrin.
John Wigrin. What?
I said I finally got it right. I just realized I never did put my work shirt on. Oh
Oops.
well. I took it off as soon as I got in the truck to leave this morning. It's right here.
That poor Daniel. He's running so hard. He's trying so hard. He's trying to get a guy trained. He's doing a bad job at it, he says. He says that guy should have been trained by now. And I said, well, you're 18 years old. Give yourself a break, man.
It's not like you've ever been in the position to be training somebody like that, but training
said-
somebody to ignore business policies and ethics. Like,
I said, and he said, I'm trying to figure out this LLC. And I said, lean on other people, ask for help. And quit worrying about it. I said 99% of people out there, it's actually 90%, are process learners, which means they learn by doing. And sometimes you can talk till you're blue in the face and you're never going to be able to teach anybody anything. You just have to let them learn. And it's going to take a little bit of time. He goes, yeah, but we're getting ready to move into the bigger shop and I need it. So I'm doing a car and he's doing a car at the same time. We've got to double the load. If I'm going to hire him, we have to double the load.
I
And
got
I
a
said, I get
suggestion.
it. I get it. I said, if you need, you can teach me. Said, I got 3 or 4 days that are free. I'll learn how to do it and help you. I'll just come to your shop and come to work like it was a regular job. He goes, really? I said, yeah. He says, well, I figured you had work all the time. And I said, shit, I'm here every day, but that doesn't mean I got something to do.
I got a suggestion for him. It may backfire, but that's only it would only backfire because of insecurities of the other person. But maybe suggest to him that he ask this guy that he's training if there's anything that he's not understanding or he's struggling with or is confused
He
about. Like,
doesn't he doesn't stay on task. He's 17. Both of them just graduated in the same class in Goddard. And I think Daniel is kind of thinking that all those kids are going to be like him. I mean, he's been doing this for a year and a half. And, he's like, yeah, I think that's what it is it just by listening to him.
well, the not staying on task could be it can be a sign of the guy struggling with something or he's just not like he's
Yeah.
got the
And
directions on
I'll
how to do it.
suggest that. I'll suggest that and see if maybe there's something he can help with. He was looking around for maybe a syllabus or something that'll help him be able to hit all the points. And I said, really, all it is I've watched enough videos on window tinting to know that, you need to focus on making sure you cut wide enough so that you can, because he's not even taught him how to do the roll down windows yet. Because the roll down windows, you got to have enough that goes in the rubber goes down
Mhm.
in that
Yeah.
when it rolls up, it's not at the bottom. It's
Yeah.
below that rubber seal so that it doesn't come off. And but I think that's the biggest thing is, he's 17, he just graduated from high school. He's had to be there every day, right along with him. And then today he had 3 cars to do on his own. He was okay with that, but he was tired. And I said, "Well, I'm not doing anything if you want some help." I said, "Not saying that I'm good at it, but I can cut it off of the wall and I can work the squeegee and all of that. You just got to make sure it's in the right place." But my friend Jade, I've known for several years. We were mostly head nod in the hallway friends, but I asked her if her parents would mind me having her number. And she said she would ask, but she said she doesn't trust people easily. And asked if she could give me her address so I could send her a letter. So I wrote her a letter. There you go. That might be a parent's thing too. Mom and dad might be saying, no, you don't need to be involved with people right now.
I'd be more worried about somebody having my address.
I'd be worried about it too, but that's kind of cool.
But then again,
Anyway, and
that's one hand. The other hand is I wish you would show up. Anyway,
But
but no,
anyway, yeah, I think really that anyway, he said, no, he said, I just want to focus on, I want to go to the River Fest with Evelyn. And he said, so I need to get done. And I said, fair enough. You go get in there and get done. We'll quit talking. So anyway, this live that I'm like, how did these people even, I just don't get it. I don't get it.
Uh, See, and it's gonna be a little bit tougher for him because he is the foundation, like, he is the square one, first bullet point of that company. So, like, all the policies, in the future when it's an established business and all that, and, it gets to the point where he doesn't have to be out there doing the manual labor.
And that's what I told him. Eventually, he's gonna have to he can continue to do what he's doing for now, but eventually, if he's gonna hire people and eventually he's gonna have to hire them for them to do the work. They are
Yeah.
gonna have to do the work. And, he goes, "Yeah, I know. I said, "No." I said, "It won't be right now." He said, "But he enjoys it." And I said, "And that's fine. If you enjoy it, you can get in there and do 1 or 2 cars a day." Because if you have enough people that are trained and because what he wants to do is he's moving into that shop,
Uh-huh.
and so that'll allow him to put 3 cars because you can do 2 cars up front, side by
Uh-huh.
side, and then you'll be able to put a 3rd one behind it. But what he wants to do is he wants to get that shop, and when the guy next door moves out in August, because I guess he gave his notice, he wants to take over that one also and have both shops running. And, so all I've tried to do when he talks, he just needs somebody to talk to. You can tell that because he just starts that diarrhea of the mouth when it comes to my shop. And she's strong in her faith in God, and she is 17. That's fair. That's fair. This is so random. Sorry if you don't want me talking about. No, you can talk about
No,
it
you're
if you
good.
want to. We're not putting a limit on that.
I
But
may not have any
because at
I
least
may
you're
not
not
have
being gross like some of these weirdos that come up in here. But anyway, I just told him, I said, listen, get your LLC together, and eventually you are going to have to focus on the paperwork. And he goes, well, maybe I can just hire somebody to do that. And I said, I'll help you. At
he
least
he
get
he
you
still ha
started.
he's still gonna have to be a part of it, though.
Do what?
I said he's still gonna have to be a part of that paperwork coming together because
Yeah,
he's the one that has to come up with everything, the job slash employment expectations, like the showing up to do what you gotta do because it's probably a little different. Doing window tinting is probably not necessarily shifts, like scheduled shifts, but like you're assigned to this car and this car and this car, and they have to be done in this many days. Like you're expected to show up for your quote unquote shift, like on time, all that, make sure your station's clean or organized to not necessarily his standards, but like that employees like what makes it easy for them. But I think the best bet to start off with is to ask this. That way he's not sitting here wasting time, wasting days and weeks hoping this guy catches on eventually. Just needs to like
yeah, no, no,
start right
no.
now when he's struggling.
You can talk, Nikki. You can just put it out there. I am trying to watch comments. Sorry. No, Tori, each employee should be able to do 3 cars a day.
Well,
He
I'm
can
saying
do 4. He can do 4, but he's been doing it for a year and a half, and he's taught himself some good tricks to get it done. Um, but, yeah, each employee in an 8-hour day should be able to do 3 cars.
but if the dude is struggling, he's probably the normal person's gonna be embarrassed or ashamed or some type of negative feeling over I don't understand this, but I don't want to bring it up because then it's gonna look bad on me like I'm not excelling. And if he's struggling, if this guy's struggling with like one particular part of it, um, and he's not speaking up about it, The next step would be Daniel approaching him and be like, "Hey, is there anything in the process of that just like it confuses you that you're not understanding?" Like Daniel's just gonna have to literally everything from square one, but find out if this guy's struggling or if it's just a bunch of unspoken
Well,
lack of.
I suspected there was something up. I didn't say anything the other day. It was Grandpa was there with me. So it was Thursday. You didn't work Thursday, right? So it was
Yeah.
Thursday. So Thursday, I went to the shop because I go and make me a pot of coffee there. So I was there early and they were there. And then we were waiting on that clear coat to set up. And at the 24-hour mark, we were going to take that Kia back and then we were going to pick up the Jeep. So I was going to drive the Kia back to the lot and then pick up the Jeep and bring it back to the shop and get it detailed because it was bad. And they had it on the line already. Everything was good to go with it. It's just a cheap car. And when I got back with the Jeep, Grandpa had made it back already. No, it was before I went and took the Kias because the Kia was in the garage. Anyway, on his way to the bathroom, because I can't convince Daniel to buy a jug, a 5-gallon jug, and put it on a shelf with water in it so that those water bottles can be refilled, the baby shampoo ones, because they use baby shampoo.
Mhm.
So when their spray bottles go out, they run to the bathroom and fill up their bottle. And I've told him 10 times now, you need to get on Amazon and order you a 5-gallon bucket or a jug that's got a little spigot on it. And then they can refill right then and there. He goes, I don't want to have to carry a 5-gallon jug. I said, you don't have to. Just save the milk cartons. Have your mom save the milk jugs from home. And you can fill them up and bring them with you and keep it filled up. So anyway, this kid, his name is Alex. He's a nice kid. He doesn't know how to park, but he's a nice kid. Anyway, he walks past and then he comes back and starts asking questions about the car and looking at the car and all of that and next thing you know, Daniel comes out of there. Peeks around his door, sees that, walks up to Alex, pulls the bottle out of his hand, walks to the bathroom and got water. And I went, I think you're in trouble. He said, probably. So, I was like, well, yeah, he doesn't stay on. Yeah, I got a bill, Jeremiah. I got a bill. I did not have I'll tell you what happened and what caused all of this. I got stuck in the shop trying to work on these 2 cars to get them painted. And because of that, I didn't have the ability to do any details. I didn't even have the ability to take time to make a video to get it up and let people know, hey, I'm available because I wasn't available. I mean, I just had no way to detail. And with these damn painting cars that are being painted in the shop. And so even now having them saved my butt a little bit because it was in the end $300. So it got me further than I needed to be or than I was gonna be. And so then I didn't have enough details this month because of those 2 cars. And then on Friday, my detail, which would have handled this last bill, he
Mhm.
canceled.
Mhm.
And because he canceled, I didn't have the money. And for some reason, Uber around here is not doing so hot. When I started Uber in 2022, late 2022. Um, it was nothing to make $75, $80 a night. Now, I am doing good to make 50. I just cannot, I don't know, there's just you sit there for an hour waiting for a trip, and they've changed the way they do things now, where they don't bring up, um, the closest restaurant to where these people live. What they're doing is they're putting restaurants that are 5 miles away, and the problem with that is these people are being charged higher fees. So a lot of them are leaving Uber, not realizing they could have saved themselves the trouble just by paying attention to the location of the restaurant they wanted. I've been putting on the community pages, y'all need to pay attention, because if they're doing that, it's charging you a higher price. But what's happening is they're sending us trips for 25 miles, 20 miles, 18 miles, and most of those trips are 3 or $4. I'm gonna use more than 3 or $4 in gas going that far. So you can't take trips like that. So what they did when they changed their system is they screwed themselves, because now the customers are like, I'm not paying you $12 in fees, because they only see the fees. They're not paying attention to the location of the restaurant. For example, I picked up at Burger King, at Pawnee, and K15, which I know
Mhm.
you don't know where that's at here, but Pawnee and K15. It went to MacArthur. It was supposed to go to MacArthur and Meridian, 4.9 miles. I passed 3 other Burger Kings in order to do that. Thankfully, they had generosity to tip big, so I grabbed it. When I got there, I knocked on the door and I said, "I just wanna make sure you know, I passed 3 Burger Kings on the way here." She goes, "Well, I ordered from the 47th Street one," and I said, "No, you didn't. You went to the Pontiac and Hydraulic or K15 one," and she said, "No." And I said, "You have to watch the locations. Uber changed their system. They want you to pay big fees." She said, "I wondered why my bill was like $30. $30 for one meal."
Yeah, it was either Uber Eats or DoorDash. I don't remember which one it was. Um, I was working second shift here at the time, like it was a second shift day, and I just like I was craving a cheesy bean and rice burrito, like one or two of them. I didn't care. I did not get a cheesy bean and rice burrito that day because whichever one it was, whichever app I was using, um, wanted to charge me like $12, like $12.50 for that $1.29 burrito to get
Yeah.
delivered. It's
Uh,
for the
I
poor
don't have
built
any way
people.
to send any other than YouTube. I'm sorry. Oh, it's okay. Can the customer just tell you what they pay? No, we don't have contact with the customer until, um, we see them, except for on message, and then Uber monitors that. So I can't tell people when it's on Uber that, um, Uber's fucking you over. Excuse my mouth, but, you can't just say that on their app. So when I see them, I tell them. We've also got a big problem with people. They're ordering from a restaurant called the Waffle Bus. It's in Derby. It's new.
Yeah.
It's a fad. Okay. And we've got people ordering from there 28 miles away in Mays, Kansas, and they're
Man.
tipping $2 or $3. I walked into Waffle Bus to pick up one. This one was going to a Derby. It's in Derby. So when I picked it up, it was delivering in Derby. And I asked her, they had all these orders on the counter, and I asked her, I said, "What's all that?" I said, "Do you guys just not have anybody picking these up?" She goes, "I have no idea." She said, "When we close, we've probably got 5 or 6 orders still sitting here." They close at 10 o'clock. The thing is that an Uber driver is not going to take a $5.40 trip 28 miles. It is not going to happen. Your food is going to sit there and you're going to go hungry. And on top of that, Uber is not going to reimburse you. They're not going to reimburse you because you agreed to the terms and conditions. They don't guarantee that a driver will take your shit. So, anyway, Uber is screwing themselves, but they're screwing the customer and us before they get to them. So, yeah, it's people need to stop ordering from the fads. And if they're going to order from the fads, they need to pay attention. And if you want us to take your stuff 28 miles, you got to pay it. You got to pay for that or your food's going to sit there and get cold. I can't even tell you how many trips I get from the Waffle Bus. And they're all high miles and never anything more than $5 or $6. You get them up into the ghetto, which is up in Northeast Wichita. That's 17 miles away. And they wanna they want me to take that for $4. No, I'm sorry, it's gonna sit there and get cold. I must pay for delivery. Food costs plus delivery fee plus tip is out of my budget. It's hard to do. That's why when you are using Uber or DoorDash, they've changed their systems. They only know how to do it. And I mean, they know how to make it work. And there's a lot of people out there that don't understand. You need to change your location of the restaurant you want to order from. When I told that girl, I passed 3 Burger Kings just to get here. She's like, "No, I ordered from 47th Street." And I said, "No, I picked it up at Pontiac K15." And she's like, "What?" And I mean, Pontiac K15 is here. 47th Street is way over here on the south end. And it would have been probably 4 miles less. That's why she was shocked that it cost her $30. So anyway, Uber has been a bigger headache than it should be. And the problem with that is that was the only thing I had to rely on when I'm not working. That was what I had to rely on to pay my bills, to compensate for what I lose in the shop. But that's proving to be not a good idea. So anyway, yeah, the customers and Uber, they're just working against the drivers and our when before they changed their system, my acceptance rate was 80%. Now I can't get it over 35, 40%. There's just no way. And also when I would sign into Uber before they changed the way they did it, I would always have 10 or 12 trips for the evening and only about 3 or 4 rejections. Now I have probably 20 rejections and I am doing good to do 5 trips a night in that 4.5 hour time period. Hello, Mike. How's it going? So I'm just in a pickle. I'm hoping next month will be a much better month. If I could just find a part-time job, this would not be an issue. It's all I need. It's a part-time job. I'm doing okay. Doing okay. I'm just complaining. So that's why that Cash App is there, is because now I have, like I told that person that I was on the phone with earlier, I hate asking for money, number one. And I hate asking for help, even on YouTube. We don't ask for money. We never do. And that's why is we don't want to be those kinds of people. But when you need help, you need help. And I do tell people, don't hesitate to ask for help when you need it. And I would like to get myself back on track so that I can start helping people again, because it sucks. Oh, man, I tell you what, me and Jerry loved stopping at the Petros. They had the best, and the Iron Skillet, they had the best breakfast ever. Yeah, I don't even know what the prices are of it now. I bet it's sky high, but I haven't been on the road in a long time. I left the road in 2014. Iron Skillet, yep, they did. They had the best scrambles. I always got the country scramble. I don't even know if they still have that anymore. I haven't been to a Petro in so long. I've been off the road for 12 years. What's a lady boy? Does that mean you're gay?
Oh, wait.
I left in 2022. I left the road in 2014, and then I went local until 2022. And then I walked away on May 26th, 2022. Then I started detailing, and that is really what I would like to do. I'm not kidding. I would love to. I know here, at least, Panda Express pays a minimum of 16 per hour, and they normally give you a raise quickly. I never even I didn't even get a rejection from Panda Express, but I applied 2 or 3 times because I used to work at Jersey Mike's, which is right across the drive from them. And I thought, man, I love your food. I'd work there. Trans. Oh, I don't give a shit what you are. I don't think anybody does. That's not our problem. What about Starbucks or Apple Store? Never tried the Apple Store, but I don't even know if we even do. We even have an Apple Store? Oh, she ain't even there.
I don't know.
I don't either. And I did apply for Starbucks several times. In fact, they keep sending me emails. We have a position open at such and such store. I still have my CDL, but I doubt anyone would hire an old dude with all these young dudes out there. Those young guys are not dudes. Trust me, they're not even, they shouldn't even be out there. Look at all the trouble they're causing. That's why I come off the road. Causing all kinds of problems, trying to break into other people's trucks, running people off the road and keep on going, turning on turnpikes, making U-turns on turnpikes. Don't turn that CB on, because if they turn the CB on, they might actually learn something. Then when they get stopped in that traffic, they go on the CB, "What's going on?" You know what I started telling them? If you'd have had that damn radio on before you got here, you'd know.
If that radio was on before you got here, you wouldn't be in the predicament you're in. Sorry, not sorry.
Stupid. They drive me nuts.
Or if they turn the CB on, somebody might discover their secret of I don't speak English.
Careful with Starbucks. Trying to memorize all those drinks drove me cuckoo. You know what? I actually thought about having my own little Starbucks, I guess you could say. What was I going to call it?
Grandma's
Grandma's
fucking coffee.
Buggin' Coffee. FUGGN. Okay, Ronan. Espressos. Yeah, I can't have those. I can't go to those places anymore. I have to drink regular black plain coffee. Took some getting used to because I used to have a lot of cream and sugar with my coffee, with a little bit of coffee in it.
Huh? Talking like
How much
somebody
have you had to drink, Dalton?
talking like somebody bumped a CD player.
Yeah,
Seven-
it's super pricey. You are right. Dutch Brothers, is that pretty pricey too? Huh?
It's not as bad as Starbucks.
I can't stand Starbucks coffee. It's so gross. It tastes like mud and it stinks. I'm like, oh, oh. However, they were the only ones where I could get my sugar-free caramel macchiato. Is it really? How much is it? Those both pay big money. Keep in mind the Apple Store has hiring seasons. I will have to look and see if we have one. There's only one problem with that though. I don't like Apple. And they'll tell me I need to have an Apple phone, and that will never happen.
Just put your hand out. Just put your
Huh?
hand up for. Just put your hand at that rate. Put your hand out for a handshake and thank you for your time. Just walk away.
Some coffee from even coffee from Walmart went way up in price after the tariffs. Chris, what about a dispatch position for a local police fire department? I thought about that. Um, uh, yeah, you have to be able to type very fast. My sister and my aunt used to work for 911, and you have to be able to type very, very fast. And I don't have that skill. That's a skill I was never given. You also must be able to watch the screen and type and without looking at your hands. I can't do that.
I can't multitask like that.
Yeah, I can't. I just am not able. That's just not something I was able to learn.
Nope, it's a chocolate muffin. Same thing, I guess, but no icing. And I warmed it up just a little too much because the melted chocolate chips burned my tongue in 17 different places.
I didn't even know Panera Bread had such a thing. No, I have never.
All I think about when I hear Panera Bread is a panini.
Yeah, I would never be able. I don't never have been confident enough. Not to mention now with the carpal tunnel taking away the feeling in my first two fingers on both hands and the thumb on this hand. I don't think that there would be any way for me to learn now. Oh, yeah. Well, I think they care about everybody's morals and ethics.
What about Chick-fil-A?
I'm about 60 words per minute, but I make mistakes about 10%. Yeah, I'm not sure what their mix is. All I know is, like my aunt said, one mistake in your typing can be the life of a cop. And I'm like, I don't want that responsibility. If I don't know what I'm doing, I don't even want to put myself in that position. Is that the television that we're hearing or people in your lobby?
I was standing in the doorway of the outside sliding door, and that was the radio.
Oh,
That's why I was dancing.
Ronan, don't worry about morals. Just stick to your video game contraptions or whatever.
Hey, I about had to come apart on him today, but he caught.
He's
He corrected
here.
that. I know. That's why. I don't even know what.
No. Go ahead.
Ha! That's funny, Jeremiah. No,
I
I
would
said something.
never work there and I will never shop there after this. Never. They will never get a penny. They could maybe pay me, but if they expect me to talk to a fat girl and say, maybe this isn't the place for you, and say that to her, no. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, in Discord. I don't even know what it was I said. Oh, it was something about all the traffic, the idiots that were in the middle of the intersection blocking 2 straight lanes and a turn lane of traffic because they were obviously weren't paying attention and ended up in the middle of the intersection with the stoplight right here up there at WSU. And I posted a picture. I'm like, look at these dumbasses. Immediately, Donna says something, and immediately Ronan's like, PS3. I was
I
sitting there like,
know. I don't understand him. When people are talking about something else, Ronan comes up in here and starts talking about his games, and I'm like, Ronan, nobody was talking about that.
there was one time he did it, like, it really did
The
get to
only
me.
reason I don't bitch him out is because he's just a kid, and I get
You
it.
know, but like, the one time, like the first time I actually noticed, was like aware of that it happened. It was like knew that it happened.
And he
Was getting
says such
straight
rude
ignored at my
things,
birthday.
and I don't even know if he realizes it. Do you see that?
What?
He's so rude sometimes. Like when I posted the picture of this mosquito bite. Well, don't hurt yourself.
Well, if I'm gonna answer that, Ronan, I'm gonna answer it with one particular instance or slash situation where this happened, where it legit did get to me, and it pissed me off for a good couple days. It was like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. I was not at work. At least I was. No, it wasn't because it was on a Tuesday. It was not at work. It was like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. I got on Discord and was all happy and excited and like being like everybody else was like, hey, bitches, it's my birthday. And you started a conversation with everybody about something else and didn't acknowledge I said something 2 minutes prior to that. I didn't even get a happy birthday out of you, dude. That's the only one that's actually got that's irritated me.
Yeah, Jeremiah, I'm allergic to mosquito bites. And I had posted a picture the day before of it starting to blister and that it hurt. And the next day, he's always in there. He's always on Discord, so he should have seen it. And then the next day, I said, this MF thing hurts worse today or something. And he goes, then don't hurt yourself. I didn't get hurt. It's an allergic reaction, kid.
Looks like you burned yourself.
And I'm like, somebody smack him. But I try to be patient with him and give him grace because I know he's young, you know. But sometimes he pushes the buttons.
Hey, you know what? But the conversation, like when when he put the picture in Discord of like having the PS3 open or whatever, and like showed the little fan and it looked like a trumpet. I had to like pay attention to that one to feed into that because I was at Scott's work. I was at the yard at that point, and there was a truck and two cars. There was a James the truck driver's truck. Um, I don't know what that was. I think it was a Hyundai Sonata and a Dodge Journey. All three of them were like right there, lined up in like a half circle moon shape on their sides. And I said something about that fan in there looking like a car horn. Lo and behold, I turned around and there's one right there. So I took a picture.
Was that you? I thought it was Amber.
No, that was me that posted a picture of the little car horn.
Oh, I thought it was Amber. Why did I think it was Amber? But you know what? Discord's been doing shit like that. It will tell me when you guys have had a conversation. You guys can have a literal, I have to scroll to see the conversation, and it will tell me about Donna's comment. And then I have to go back and figure out where it started from the day before or whenever I got notified. And then Christina messaged me that Donna was live, and I didn't even get it until the next day.
Yeah, I saw it, but I wasn't in the position to reply or jump on there.
Yeah, there's been a lot of ticks. Later, ladies, you summoned. No,
Of what
no.
you did.
All I
You said
did
her
was said that I thought it was you that put it, but I didn't realize it was Tori. But it does look like a trombone,
little
tuba,
trumpet, like a French horn. A French horn.
a French horn. No,
Yeah, because they're just a big circle that sits in your lap, and the person that plays the French horn has to put their hand. They put their hand inside the cone.
oh yeah.
I only know this.
I'm thinking
I
the
only know
bass
this because.
clarinet. You know, the bass clarinet that's as
Oh
tall as
yeah.
Elizabeth. I
No, that's
think ever since I got that concussion, my brain has messed up. Maybe.
like I was just attributing the.
But the thing is that you don't need memory for that, Ronan. She literally put it in there. It's my birthday.
And then you started a conversation with Christina and Kevin, and it went on for a couple hours. Actually,
Hello, Mike. What's your question?
the three of you didn't say anything to me at that point. I'm like, yeah, don't acknowledge me. Fine. Like I don't even care about my birthday that much. I just entertainment because I'm here alone.
Um, but I try to give grace because I know he's young. But sometimes
Yeah.
you just gotta run and you better knock that shit off.
I try to be nice. Like, I wonder how long it's going to take for this little cable to touch the ground. The cable.
Why is
The
it
one that
hanging down?
because the spare tire holder thing doesn't work because we violently disassembled it because you have to have the factory scissor jack thing to get it out. And my truck didn't come with that. So we just had to like annihilate the thing, the plate, and whatever else that was holding it, spare tire up there. And that was the end result of is the cable just hanging down. It's been slowly getting lower and lower. Spare
Ah,
tires held up by straps now.
happy belated birthday, Tori. I don't have Discord anymore due to personal reasons. That's fair. Young
Well,
people
I
know
didn't like
right
that
from
much.
wrong. Some just don't care about other people's feelings. Actually, I'm not even sure about that. I'm not really sure. We were just talking about that, Donna. These young people have, this is totally different. I've never seen teenagers be as bad as this ever. This is a whole new world for me. If my grandchildren started acting like that, their grandmother would be knocking the shit out of them with a paddle. Grandma would not care. Come arrest me. Whoa, your hair. It's trying to
I
go
didn't,
away.
I, I didn't brush it when I put it up. Like I brushed it on my way to work. I just used my fingers to pull it back.
And do something at school and completely forget just a few minutes or hours later. I need to get checked. If it's bothering you, yeah. I don't I don't care. I do. I just something is wrong with me or something. Oh, you're fine. I try to
Well,
give
you're good.
grace. You
I
don't
just
want to
let it
see
go.
other kids. I'm not nearly as bad at. No, I know that. Did Mike
Well,
ever ask his question? Good times create weak men. Boomers are disgusting.
well, that was a weak interpretation of a self description. What the fuck is beeping?
I want to get checked before I mess up something with someone because it has messed up everything for me. Well, go ahead and get checked. Um, I was driving my truck today and my girlfriend just hit my truck. Can you tell me what can I do? I don't know. What kind of question is that? I don't get it. I cared about your birthday, Tori. I'm sorry you worked on your birthday.
I
I
was wrong. I
always
did.
used to say my birthday was a national holiday. It was to me, damn it.
And I was wrong. I was not at work because my birthday fell on a Tuesday this year. Because I was all excited about Taco Tuesday that I didn't even do.
That you didn't even do. I would have
Yeah.
gone to the taco shop.
I forgot about it. I forgot about
Or
the
what's
whole.
that one? Is it the taco shop? Yeah. No, what's that one? 21st? I can't remember.
First of what?
What is this? Oh, give me a few minutes on the phone. Fair
I
enough.
was.
Yeah, that was before right at the live. 4th of July.
Excuse me.
Are you blocked? It's time to stretch out, I guess. Tacos. If you're driving your vehicle legally, you should have insurance. What kind of question is this?
What? Oh. If she's on the same if she's on your insurance plan, there's nothing you can do. You can't file a claim on that because you can't file a claim on your own account. Maybe I am gonna puke. You want to watch? You nasty fuck.
Who cares?
Hut. I'll do it too. Me and my sister used to do that shit when it was time to go to bed. We'd lay in the dark and like made up this game and see who could throw up, make themselves throw up first. Yeah, well, I won when the mac and cheese came from top bunk. Okay.
You're gross.
Little bit.
Girlfriend should or could possibly have her own. Files should cause damage. Man up. Tell your girl to call her insurance and get it fixed. It's what
Like it,
insurance is for. I
I
don't
like
even.
it was
I
your
don't even
fault.
think he needs an answer. He's being a dipshit. You know, they come in here and they ask some of the dumbest freaking questions.
That's two
They
different people.
put zero context. It, I do not have the brain capacity to understand nothing. That is their brain, these young people. They have no brain capacity to give you the full story, the full context, and do not ask them to accept responsibility. It is not going to happen.
I don't know if you noticed it or like caught on or just like your brain misconstrued it or whatever. The one that came in and said, "I have a question for you." The one talking about his girlfriend hit his truck, and the one talking about they're asking if I'm gonna if she's gonna puke. There's two different people.
I know that. But she's
Okay,
talking to the one who asked about the truck.
I know.
Who raised them?
It sounded like
No,
you were talking.
you don't get to blame the parents for that. I'm Gen X. I didn't have anything to do with that. So that's not going to come up on me.
Jeremiah, I would like to see you attempt to ask a dumb question. You were too smart for that.
Go ahead, let me see you do it.
Give it your best shot.
Would you consider working at a funeral home or assisted living facility? I would not work at an assisted living facility because I don't have the patience, and I would not have a problem working at a funeral home.
Jeremiah, with your mouth.
How do you drink water? No, ask a question like that, like what he did. No context, nothing. My stupid talk to text.
Excuse me. Oh, Amber, you're here. I have to share my news with you too. So, I helped my sister do the oil change on her car today. Which, by the way, I think we kind of like narrowed down slash almost like it's a fine line. I just got to step over a really fine line of having it actually diagnosed without Brent's help or a scanner. I want to say the fuel pressure regulators bad. It went bad in the car
First of
because
all, if you're going to come up in a live and you're going to talk shit, why don't you put your fucking name out there, unknown? Number one. Number two, I'm Gen X. I'm not from the silent generation. I'll blow your fucking ass up and smile in my mugshot when I do it. Want to play? You are not unknown. You have a name. And since you're not man enough or woman enough to put your name out there, what's the point of keeping you around? You're nothing but a troublemaker. You're a fucking coward because you would never do that shit in somebody's face. Because if you did, they'd knock your real life teeth out, especially in my generation. I
she
do
has
have
like
many
what?
mugshots. I got two.
Oh, he's gone now. I was just gonna say, like, she got rid of him as fast as like before I could even take a breath to respond to that last one. You had 20 viewers. Okay, it's because we're not half naked or acting like NPCs or stuttering with dicks hanging off the ceiling, like
Acting like what?
non-playable character. Basically, it's the
Oh,
background characters in a game.
No, actually, I'm not a drinker. I'm not stupid.
Quit telling us about your secrets, dude.
I can tell
Okay.
you the exact time I had a drink the last time.
It was the same night I did.
Yep,
I couldn't tell you how many years it's been because I don't remember.
that's 5.
Careful, Reggie. If you tell us too many of your secrets, your mom might get upset with you for telling her secrets. Anyway, I was
Yeah,
trying to.
I was the same way. I was the same way, Jeremiah. I was like, what is she talking about? I've lived a sheltered life. I don't have a clue what she's talking about.
I was more so referring, like I was aiming that at the whole zombie dude, skipping talking like somebody bumped the CD player with this little paper mache looking frilly dick hanging off the ceiling. Oh, and wearing a diaper on the outside of his pants. I mean, I'm telling you, you need to go spend 5 minutes in that dude's life. Like
No, I can't.
the corner, the top corner of your lip will touch your eyebrow.
I can't handle stupid.
I
I
made that
just am
face
not
this morning,
capable of handling stupid.
and then he'll run out of the room, and about 2 or 3 seconds later, he's got streamers in the background. Like 2 or 3 seconds later, all you'll see is an arm come back through the streamers of him throwing something, and he'll be gone for like 10, 15 seconds, and then come back, get real close to the camera, and start stuttering like like the a DJ sound. We talking like that. I'm like, what? Excuse me. Anyway, Amber, I need to tell you my stuff. So help my sister with an oil change today, and while she was out getting oil, she sent me a picture of something, and I'm like, hey, do you have a couple extra dollars to get one for me? I'll pay you back when I see you. And then I completely we were racing to get the oil change done before the storms moved in. So I forgot to give her money, but 5 minutes later she sends me another picture and says, I got two, one for you, one for me. Turn my light back on. I now have a tiny Atwoods bucket. Now I've got Atwoods, Tractor Supply, Menards, and Lowe's. And she said when she gets, she either said when she gets paid, like on payday, or when she's got a little extra money, she's going to go back and get more. Hey, I'm not hating. I'm not complaining. And then, I don't know. I just feel like all of you would enjoy this other one more. And I didn't think it would ever happen. So, as everybody knows, I collect tiny totes. Tiny tote. Like, what's in here? I don't even know. Oh, hey, my little jar of quarters. The big patch band-aids for my hand because I kept bumping it and it hurt. My book. Mom's McAllister free cookie coupons. And a box of colored pencils. Sounds like a 5-year-old secret stash. Anyway, tiny tote. Okay. Earlier this evening, it was like 8:45, 9 o'clock, or like 9 o'clock, something like that. I got home after helping her with the oil change and an impromptu storm chase. Got home. When I pulled up at the house, he wasn't there. So I called him. I was like, "What you doing?" And he said something about being at the store, spending money. Something. Well, he came home about 15, 20 minutes later. He's like, "Did you see what I got you?" Or no, it was as we were leaving to go fix the panel on the back gate at the yard. Pulling out of the driveway, he's like, "See what I got you?" I'm like, "No." And so we left and we got back, and that's when he showed me. Um, he said he saw these, thought of me, and immediately these immediately became an impulse purchase for him, just because of the random shit I like to collect. He said, "I got a tiny tote."
She got a tinier tote.
Tiny tote. Like compared to tiny bucket. I don't have it with me, but I also have like tiny tools. I have a tiny little ratchet. It's only about that long.
It is great. But those are the things you're gonna put shit in that you should throw away. So it's just gonna collect. That's why I would collect that shit. I would totally collect it. I want more tiny buckets. I got 3 on my cabinet.
You've got the teal loaves. What the fuck? That scared the shit out of me.
Have a label. That's what Tori said. Out of sight, out of mind. What is it?
Dude on a scooter or kid on a scooter or something.
What the fuck is he? He needs to go home. I'm very tired and I'm not going to lie to you. I will probably go get a snack and watch a show for a few minutes, but I'll catch you on the flip side. Much love. Good night. You too, Jeremiah. Get some rest. Good luck with that letter.
What the fuck are you doing? Fucking weirdos, man. He had a little flashlight, but it's not a flashlight, it's a black light. And he was like he's on like on a treasure hunt for with a little black light in the fucking rocks behind his doctor's office. And then he hauls ass out of here on a scooter. Like he about kicks himself in the shoulder blades, like pushing himself.
I went
You
down
could
to
still see the
Mulvane.
lightning.
Huh?
I said you could still see the lightning.
I know. I went down to Mulvane to deliver today. I don't know why, but he picked it up or he got his order at Applebee's up here, and he wanted it delivered down there. It was 13 miles, and he tipped so well it came up to $17. So I took it. Figured, hey, it's $1 a mile at least, right? So I
Yeah.
took it. I got it down there, and I got it delivered. It just said to leave at the door and take a picture, but their door was open, and so I left it on the porch. But I went ahead and knocked a little bit so they would know. And out from the garage, from the side of the garage, this man walks out and he goes, "Here, I'll take it." And I went, "Oh." And he said, "I was trying to meet you out here from the rain because it was raining pretty good down there." And I said, "Oh, well, I thank you very much. Thought about going live once I had enough followers while possibly unpacking and sorting my stuffs. I have half a shipping container of stuff. It's ultra mixed up. Keep, sell, donate. I wonder if people would watch that crap if they could vote and I do what wins or something, or it's boring crap on my brain. My brain thinks trying to talk myself into doing the lamest task. You know what? Sometimes accountability is a winner. And
The first time
sometimes, huh?
Yeah. And so the first thing that came to my mind when she said that we talk about the keep, sell, donate. The cool thing about these tiny totes, like mine with the gray lid over here, they sell them at Home Depot. That's the Home Depot brand HDX. They have 3 different lid colors. They've got a yellow lid, gray lid, and red lid. I want to see you pronounce
You
that
have
word
one
out.
with the red? You have one with the red.
Yeah.
Or you
I've got
did?
multiple.
Oh,
It's back there. That's the one that's got the trailer lights in it.
I would watch. Yeah, I have no life either. I'm always busy. I mean, I try to keep working. I would work 7 days a week if I had it. I mean, if I had the work, I'd do it. I need at least 50 followers for a certain amount of time, right? You need at least 50 followers to go live. And I don't know about time, to be honest. When I started going live, I had over 1,000 people or 1,000 subscribers, so I don't really know. We
Now,
got about 15 minutes.
once I hit 50 subscribers on my secondary page, the coloring page, I was able to go live with it. I think that's a new feature that they added, that YouTube added, by the way. Because have you noticed that I can't join your lives with my regular account?
Oh, maybe. I wonder if that's why.
There's only 11 subscribers on that. Not like I post anything.
Yeah, 50 subscribers is what you need to go live. I don't know if there's a time limit on it, but I know there's a time limit on videos. You can't do more than 20-minute videos or something like that until you reach like 100 people. Or
Oh
you
no!
verify. Maybe you need to verify. I don't remember. What was that about?
The wind tried to take the door from me.
Oh.
Oh! The JB Weld super glue thing that I did to this overhead console piece to glue that plastic little tab back together, it actually worked.
Did it?
Oops.
Hello,
Let me out!
London. How's it going?
Uh-oh. This would be my fucking luck. Excuse my language, but for real. Dude hauling ass through that parking lot over there on his scooter kind of freaked me out, and I hit the lock button on my doors. My door was open, but I hit the lock button for the rest of the doors, and I have to push the lock button twice for it to actually lock right then and there. Otherwise, it'll do a delayed lock. When I was trying to turn the light back on, and I do that by closing the door and then opening it, I forgot I did the whole lock thing. It'll let me lock it. Not anymore. There we go.
See, that's what I wanted. When I first started doing lives, I thought that I had to do a live that was only about what my niche was about, which obviously is detailing cars. And so when I started going live, it's only like 10 or 15 minutes because I didn't know what to talk about. Hi, Paisley. And then as you hang out on YouTube, you start looking at the different things that are successful. Number one, you have to be pretty people.
Oops.
Okay. If you're not pretty people, you're not very successful. Number
Get that
one,
ahead.
huh?
Because you gotta have a 4 head, not a 5 head. Mm.
I guess I just don't see that. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm your mother.
Needs to be drove to her boyfriend's house. Why is that you? Why are you being volunteered for that one? And she don't need to be driven nowhere. Sorry.
I'm sorry. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Nobody needs to be doing anything.
I mean, he can go
Anyway,
there.
yeah, if he wants her there, come get her.
And if he ain't old enough to drive, then does he really need
Shouldn't
to
be
be her
there.
girlfriend? Shouldn't have a girlfriend.
Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so then you learn, and cancer patients, when they are uh, recording their journeys, they're very, very popular. And people, it pulls at the heartstrings. And I know
Oh,
it's very popular on Instagram. Only good things happen at 3 a.m. Yeah, okay. For you, it's 9 over here. Where?
in the UK.
Oh, you're in the UK? Oh, I guess that is different.
But still, she don't need to be there at 9 a.m. Why don't you eat some breakfast first, girl? It's Sunday, sleep in or go to church first. Boy, that was mean.
Yeah, to help you think through your decisions. I'd probably make less bad decisions if I went to church.
Me nowadays, and my level of comfort in new situations, like something that's a change from my normal, regular type of lifestyle, me being at that church, let alone in it, would be a bad choice. I'd be the bad one. I'd be the bad choice. 'Cause, like everybody would be able to feel the vibe coming off of me of like this ain't new to me, but it's strange because I haven't done it since I was like 8, and I had an adult to like supervise me. Now I'm allowed in public alone.
Well, the key is to get you a stand that you can carry around with the phone. You can do it with your phone, and you just record the process. They're putting an IV in, or they're hooking up to your pick line or whatever. You just record it. You just put the camera on that. You never have to put it on your nurses or anything like that. But those journeys. She is 14. When I was 14, I was making slime. Yeah.
I don't remember what I was doing at 14. Oh, at 14, I was trying to convince my dad to buy me a car. So I was going through all the classifieds in the newspaper.
Oh, take her to get birth control. It's-
Talk about camouflage.
oh, now I see his neck moving, his chin. Not
Where'd you
chemo,
go?
but it's still
Oh,
so. Well, and you can start by telling your journey. I need to make a video. Tori and I were talking about it. I need to make member content. And so Tori gave me an idea for one. Now we need to come up with ideas for others because that's something I struggle with. I want my members to be a part of, you know what I mean? But
yeah.
I also know that I have to be willing to put videos out there for them. I did one, but you know what? The problem is I'm such a boring person. And I don't do anything except work. Um,
Oh, that's over here.
okay, see you later, London.
Ooh, tell her be patient. Be patient. My bones creak.
Back in the bed. Yeah. But anyway, you could, for your situation, you could start with the first story, you know? How did you find the cancer? When were you diagnosed? What happened? And then stop the story at a cliffhanger. And then about 3 days later, you can schedule a second video telling more about it. Um, and then you title it How I Was Diagnosed with Cancer or When I Was Diagnosed with Cancer or something like that. But for me, it's different because I have detailing channel and I want to do more history videos, but they did not get a good response. Just was not a good response. So, and the detailing videos are still not getting good views. So so if I already know my detailing is not doing well, why would I put member content out unless I have members? Well, Philip has made sure that I got plenty of members for the next 30 days. So I really do need to put something out there. But my problem is I just don't know what to put. My media kit. I want to make certain people, facilities famous for reasons. I don't want others hurt. I can't make it right due to caps if I don't want the same. What?
Those last like 8 words got me.
Yeah, I don't. And what do you mean media kit? You talking about like a hidden camera? Oh, my neighbor just got home. He must have had an early night. The rodeo was packed when I came home.
Look, everything works now.
You what?
I said, look, everything works now.
Oh. Why are you laughing at me? So anyway, I have such a boring life. I did do a video on my glasses, the 50 million colors. They screwed me. Life is going to be shorter than I expected. It didn't have to be. I was done wrong by healthcare in a city I recently lived in. I can't make it right, Texas laws, but AI can speak truth. But I can speak truth. We are. Where have you been? Sleeping in the middle of the day? Oh, I'm buzzing. Oh, there's your buddy just went live.
Oh. Damn it. Oh.
So I don't know what kind of content. Shit. What I tried to do was turn the detailing videos into vlog videos. I was having a bit of a sleep, Grandma, on Monday in Australia. I will send you some money. Even if you're not live, I can just send it in the thanks at. Oh, you don't have to do that. I'm just trying to make one little bill. That's all I'm trying to do. And I'm only trying to hold them off. That's all I'm doing is pulling together enough to hold them off. Because it'll be another day before I can get the rest. There it went.
All right, bye.
Everybody say goodnight. I'm frozen. That was early. It was 1 hour and 46 minutes. So everybody start saying goodnight.
All right. We will be back later tonight. Anything else?
What? I didn't hear you.
Hold on. Mute for a second. When you mute, my echo goes away. So I just want to share this real quick. I know you know what it is, but they don't. We have this thing called Kipsu. It's a texting program set up like through the Hilton network that allows guests to be. It's like like a concierge service. Basically, it's a form of communication with with the hotel you're staying in, like what during your stay, and they can text us and stuff. Well, here a few minutes ago, there was a guest that checked out at 1:05 Saturday morning. Checked out, and she just messaged at 3 o'clock in the morning. Was like, "I have a problem. I left my makeup bag in the bathroom in room 105 today. What's the best way for me to get it back? It's my mistake, and I'll gladly pay for it." So I told her you'll have to speak with the general manager. To discuss getting it mailed, discuss getting it mailed to you. And so he'll be back uh, Monday morning, and will be available anytime after 10 a.m. You know what I got for a response? An emoji. That's like saying K.
Are you echoing? Okay. All right, everybody, have a good night. And what's today?
It's about to be Sunday. Or
Okay,
is.
so we will be back tonight. Okay. See you all later. Have a good one. Peace.